Marjorie Taylor Greene tweeted this quote. At ABC, this threat of violence against me by Jimmy Kimmel has been filed with the Capitol Police. And this would all be silly if it weren't for the fact that she says she actually filed a ridiculous police report that the Capitol Police are now going to have to spend precious time and resources investigating and following up with, on top of all the other things that they have to get done. This is a department we know is severely understaffed. They're literally begging Congress right now for money to hire and train more officers. The staff they do have are stretched to their limits, trying to fill the gaps. This also comes from a woman who also tweeted this after the Oscars, in part, quote, I never watched the Oscars, but I've seen the Will Smith, Chris Rock's clip a million times this morning. I have to say, I appreciate the alpha male response of a husband defending his wife. It was settled and then no more drama. Chris Rock handled it like a man with no wine. Now, in a now deleted Facebook video from 2019, Greene suggested Nancy Pelosi face execution for treason. She's also liked and commented on social media posts promoting violence against Democratic lawmakers. For his part, Kimmel tweeted back saying this, quote, officer, I'd like to report a joke. Now, I know what officers go through when they're forced to respond to frivolous, let's say, 911 calls or police reports that are filed for literally no reason, just because whoever was making the report was annoyed or upset or drunk or whatever. It happens far too often, and it's not okay, especially for a member of Congress. People complain so much about police officers and the way they do their job, and we're just supposed to accept it when their limited and time and authority is abused or misused. Just listen to some of these ridiculous 911 calls that have been documented over the years. It's so bad. It happens so often. These calls have literally turned into entertainment, but it's not a joke.
Please dispatch.
Yes, I'm at KFC on 260th and Euclid.
Okay.
And I came here earlier and I bought some chicken. I bought some chicken for $25.99, which should have been 8 pieces. I only got 4 pieces of chicken in here, and the manager gonna say he packed the bag, but I only got 4 pieces of chicken, and I want my chicken.
911, what is the address of your emergency?
Okay, my emergency is this. I met these 2 young kids at the bar a couple nights ago.
Okay.
And I'm sorry, you're going to think I'm a really bad person, but he said he could get me meth. So I sniffed a little bit, and what I think I got was bath salts. I really just want to show a police officer what he told me.
What is your emergency?
I need help.
And what's the problem?
I'm too high.
You're too high?
Yeah, I called for an officer because I was just speaking to a dispatcher and I was telling her I buy crabby seafood, and I ordered something that it was extremely so small, and they charged me.
Okay, I need you to call back on a non-emergency line.
Okay, but I want somebody to come.
Sir, you need to call that number. This is 911 for emergencies. Hang up and call that number, and they will help you.
Now, let's hope that Marjorie Taylor Greene didn't actually call 911, but an absurd police report still falls right into the category. We reached out to the Capitol Police. They told us they can't confirm or discuss any potential investigations. So we're going to take Greene's word on this, that she actually filed a police report. Joining me now is a man who's no stranger to absurd 911 calls, John Jay College professor Brian Higgins. He was the chief of the Bergen County, New Jersey Police and head of public safety, where he oversaw the 911 Operations Center there. Brian, thanks for coming on the show. Appreciate it. All right, so let me just ask you first a big picture question. Were frivolous police reports and 911 calls something you had to deal with a lot?
Yes, they've been a problem almost since the beginning of 911.
And what sorts of problems do you have, and what does it mean when you have to spend time dealing with those sorts of calls, those sorts of false reports? What is the impact on policing?
So if you think about a 911 center with multiple calls coming in at once, and with the emergence of cell phones where everybody has one, any incident usually ends up with multiple 911 calls. And when they come into the call center, we have public safety telecommunicators who are supposed to take the information on location, What else would help officers responding? Do we need medical units? And that takes time. And for all that time that is spent receiving a call, there are other calls that tend to back up. You've seen New York City and other large cities institute lines like 311 for information just to get people off 911. So it can delay response of medical units, fire, and police.
Do you think that filing frivolous police reports should be taken more seriously by the public in general?
Yes. On that note, aside from the 911 call, we see this pretty regularly. We see it with complaints against police officers, right? With the emergence of body-worn cameras, they've done more to defend police officers than to find cops doing bad stuff. So when law enforcement receives complaints, they have a responsibility to follow up. Every moment they spend on a frivolous or totally fake call is time spent on real incidents that are not being addressed.
You want to weigh in on this one specifically about this police report against Jimmy Kimmel?
Well, look, Mr. Kimmel joke was probably inappropriate. What we've seen from the Department of Homeland Security in the last year is that our threat in the United States is coming from homegrown violent extremists. Those people on the extreme of both ends, and they need very little encouragement to act out violence.
But
that aside,
but you don't think Jimmy Kimmel saying that Will Smith, where's Will Smith when you need him, is going to sort of strike a chord with extremists, right? I mean,
no, and that's where I was going with that.
Yeah.
This is we don't know for sure. I would caution him against a joke like this, but I would be really curious.
But wait, but really, you'd caution him against a joke like that? I mean, this seems to me totally harmless in the scheme of jokes that late night people make. I mean, I could see you make a joke about getting a weapon or someone joking about someone who shot somebody, et cetera. But a joke, where's Will Smith? I mean, look, I didn't mean to debate you on this. It's just, I just find the joke to be so harmless. And that's why I view this police report as so absurd. And it's such a waste of police resources. So I didn't mean to put you on the spot or anything, but,
no, not at all. And I'm not debating you. Where I was leading into this is, those jokes that err on this, push on the side of, what we're talking about really just opens up this can. I would really be more concerned with an elected official who would believe that this is a real threat.
Right.
That's where I was going with this is it may be a joke, and Mr. Kimmel probably got some
I get it.
Some more ratings out of it, but that's my only concern in this current environment. It's a joke. I don't think there's any one person that really believes Mr. Kimmel thought that Will Smith
Brad,
would show up.
Again, I think the information you provided before was the important stuff. Didn't mean to put you on the spot there. So thank you for coming on the show. Appreciate it, and totally appreciate what you're saying about other kinds of people wasting 911 time, et cetera. I have always viewed it as a major issue. Thank you so much.
Anytime. Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Click the red subscribe button below so you can get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.